Light Bowgun is a very fun weapon to play in Monster Hunter World. The rapid fire shot hits multiple times at once. It hits really fast and really hard. This is one of the ranged weapons in the game with great mobility. As a new player in the Monster Hunter franchise, I have reached the Hunter rank 130. If you are playing a ranged weapon build like what I did, you may like the Bowgun build as well. Speaking of my own experience, light bowgun seems to be easier to get onto. Folks mentioned LBG has been nerfed from the previous versions of the game, while with this build, my success rate in soloing the monsters has been greatly improved. I only made a few changes to my previous bow build, linked in the description, to make this work. Let's get into how I played the build first, and I will share the weapon, armor, and decorations later in the video. For playing the game, we can just start from the very basic sense and just press R2 to fire. And then after we run out of the ammo, we can just reload and keep doing this. Each fire can hit multiple times. And when we put our magazine on by pressing the circle like this, so you can see that the little disc sun is beside our weapon, then we can still do the simplest thing, just fire. This is much faster, right, compared to without the magazine. Okay, and with that, we can also do R2 followed by a circle to do this rapid chaser shot. Chaser shot will do much more damage. We can also focus and press R1. So this will charge our weapon. When we release, this will do a focus blast eagle strike. The damage looks only a little bit over 100. However, this is the pierce ammo we're using. In the real fight, that's gonna hit the monster multiple times. Sometimes it can go as high as probably 700 damage in total. That's what I have been seeing. However, by using this one, it's really taking a long time. So it's better for monster to be on the ground or when we have a great opening. Oh, we just got multiple hits. The real game changer is really the burst step. So when we have our magazine on, we can press the left direction button, the dodge button, and also R2 to do this. This is called burst step. You can see we're firing our shots while moving. This is really great to dodge the monster hits. If you notice the speed of the firing, so this will be much faster than just walk around and fire. You can see the blue bar actually increasing when we fire normal shots. And then when we put our magazine on, it changes to a yellow energy bar. This is what we need to fire the burst step. So again, we can do this, left, right, and this can also do a side step and reload. And also the reload can actually dodge the monster attack. This is really strong. You can see how fast this thing is firing. This will dramatically increase our damage output. One tip is that for the ranged weapon focus mode, I actually changed it into just pressing LT once. This will be the toggle model. I did spend some time to get used to this, but in the end, I think this is what I'm doing here. If we don't have that toggle mode for the focus, we are going to press 4 buttons on the controller, which is actually a lot. I haven't figured out is that when we press all of the buttons to do burst step, it overlaps with the button combo for flash bomb. So I don't know how to control that. So in a lot of my fight, I'm not using flash bomb because of this. This might be something I'm ignorant with. So if you know how to deal with that, let me know in the comment. For the weapon, I'm using this Siletia Claregun. I don't know how to pronounce this. This one comes with 286 raw attack damage. Even though with 0% affinity, we got a lot of ways to increase our affinity on the gear and also decorations. I'll mention it later. But this bow comes with 2 level opening shot. That is really great. Pay attention to this magazine capacity. With this yellow arrow here, this means when we put our magazine on, what type of ammo we can actually use and what's the capacity of that specific ammo. I really want to use this pierce ammo because we're always fighting the big monsters. So pierce ammo gonna have more hits on the monster themselves. I also tried to use some elemental bow. For example, this bow like here, we get lower raw damage but with higher affinity. However, with this type of elemental bows, when we put our magazine on, we only have a choice of normal ammo and also the corresponding elemental ammo. So I don't know how to deal with this, but by using elemental ammo, we need to craft and also press more buttons in the fight. For simplicity, I just choose to use this raw attack damage bow. One thing to pay attention is that we can actually customize our bowgun. And in my raw damage bowgun, I'm using pierce ammo magazine. Capacity of the pierce ammo, I think our capacity for pierce ammo right now is 4. So that means we can shot 4 ammos before we have to reload. And another one, I'm using the rapid fire mode. So this will increase the recovery speed of the rapid fire gauge. This is great for rapid fire type of playstyle. I think for the armor, everybody right now, I believe, is using at least 2 pieces from the Gore armor set, because this will give us the Black Eclipse passive. This will infect us with frenzy against the large monsters which we're fighting probably almost all the time. And because we also have antivirus, when our antivirus heal us, we can basically get 15% affinity. Some people say this is only 10%, but either way, this is a great way to get free affinity from our gear. For the chest, I'm using Arc Vulcan Male Beta to get Weakness Exploit. I'm using Guardian Arc World Grace to get another 2 points of Weakness Exploit. Together with the Exploiter Charm 2, we maximize our Weakness Exploit to 5 points. I'm actually using another piece from the Gore set. This will give us Constitution level 2. I believe everybody right now in the game is probably using the Cropped Mantle. This will further increase our attack power and also affinity. In terms of jewels, I put Pierce Jewel here to get Ballistics level 3. I was experimenting from 2 or 3. 3 gives us more aiming distance away from the target. You can choose probably 1, 2, or either 3. 2 or 3 are most people are comfortable with. When we aim at the target, so you can see this is just one circle. That means we're out of range, so the damage is quite low. When we get closer, you can see we have another circle within the center. This means we're actually in range. When we fire, we will do more damage. And if we get out of the range, we actually do less damage. The ballistics level is basically determining how close or how far away we can get our weapon in range to do more damage. So you always want to have 2 circles when you fire. This will do a lot of damage. Coming back to our decorations, the second one I'm using is the True Shot Jewel. This will give us 2-level special ammo boost to increase our damage. And then we have an opener shot to have 3 opening shots. The opening shot is really the skill to increase the speed of reloading, and this will help us in the fight to output our damage much faster. On the second bow, because this is an elemental bow, you can choose crit element, precise, bolt, and opener. Ideally, you can find something like crit plus precise, and another maybe crit boost plus precise, jewel, or expert jewel plus precise. Here I just maximize for the ballistics to increase the distance, which is what I'm comfortable with. For the rest of the decorations, I opted for defense a lot. Because for a bowgun user, we don't really have that perfect dodge. As a bow user, I put 2 evasion jewel here, actually 3 evasion jewel to maximize our evasion windows. This will give us much longer window for the evasion. Before I have all of this evasion, I was always hit by the slam from the arcbolt, especially the 2 slam together. However, with the evade window maxed out, I'm getting hit much less. It's depending on how well we know the monster move. You can choose other jewels as well. For another defensive jewel, I'm using protection jewel. This will give us a divine lesson. With 3 of them, we're getting damage reduction taken. We're reducing damage taken by 50%. When this is active, this is actually huge. Greatly increase our survivability. And of course, we're using 2 Sun Jewel to increase our antivirus level to 3 to get the maximum affinity. Other than that, I'm using Chain Jewel to have a burst level 1. I think this is useful for increased raw damage. I believe this last one are 2 Challenge Jewel. Challenge Jewel will give us Agitator. This will increase our attack and also affinity. We can also probably exchange one into adrenaline. It's really dependent on the raw damage and affinity we want to get. Like this is called counter attack jewel. If we put 2 of them, we will get attack plus 15 while active. This is also very helpful. Putting everything together, we have maximum level of ballistics, maximum level of opening shot, maximum level of special ammo boost. Slugger probably is not very useful here. Maximum level of weakness exploit, maximum level of evade window, divine blessing, antivirus, and 2 level of constitution. This is enough for now for me to play this build. I don't know if we need more of constitution or even stamina surge. We're not that hungry for stamina in this build. 2 level of agitator, 1 level boost, and 1 level coalescence. Coalescence is great for elemental damage because we're focusing on roll. It's not really necessary.